Well, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. I am excited to be here with you guys today. I am expecting a guest, and right now, my guest is not here, but the show goes on. So I want to say happy Tuesday to everyone. I hope that you had a wonderful 4th of July. You know, these holidays just seem like they come faster and faster, or maybe we're all just getting older and older. It's just like time just does not stand still. Over the holiday weekend, we had one of our children turn 14. So it's amazing. They're going to be in high school this year. And it's like, where did the time go? It's like we're just trying to make it through another day, another week. And so many challenges with this post pandemic time frame that we're in that you just don't realize that life is moving, even though sometimes it feels like things are standing still. So, my guest, I just want to give him a shout out, is Charles, and he is a financial planner. And you'll be able to find out more about what he does when he comes on. But in the meantime, while we're waiting, I just want to share a couple of announcements because I am really excited about this month of July. So, as we are thinking about being in the summer and it being somewhat of a break or a time for relaxation for some people, it is still work mode for many people. And we want to be mindful of being proactive with being able to use the time that we have so that it can help us to move forward and accomplish our goals. So, one thing that I am doing this month for the month of July is having a podcast a thon. This was an organic idea that just came to me because I am currently working to improve my presence on YouTube. For many of you that do come and join me as a guest on the podcast, it is streamed on YouTube, but it's just kind of like I've been creating so much content and then moving on to the next thing, but I want to be more intentional. So, my goal is to raise my subscribers as well as my watch time. So, I'm having a podcast-a-thon. So, every day at 8:45 a.m., you can follow my journey on YouTube. These are a lot of old content in some form of fashion that I am just releasing on YouTube. So there have been interviews that I've done that you'll see in this content, as well as just me sharing my personal thoughts. So sometimes they're just interviews. It's just a whole potpourri of different content. And this is a great way that you can repurpose it. Many times people are like, oh, I just feel bad. This is old stuff. But, how often do you find old stuff on Google or YouTube when you're looking for something? You're not thinking about when it was recorded. You just want to make sure that the information is relevant. So, for many of you who are like, I don't know if I could do that, you can do it. So, that's one thing that I want to announce. The next thing is I got LinkedIn audio. So I'm so excited for many people that you have seen come on this show. I talk about Clubhouse, Clubhouse, Clubhouse. Clubhouse is an audio app that allows you to have conversations without being able to see the person on your phone or any kind of video format. It's strictly audio. So that is where I have really come across many of my guests. We have connected in these rooms, is what they call them. And I've taken those conversations offline to Zoom calls or a podcast interview. Well, now they have that same format on LinkedIn. And it is amazing. I've been a part of several people who have hosted these rooms, but now I am able to be my own host. So, as a host, you get the privilege of being able to bring people up and down on your stage so that they can have a microphone and be able to speak on whatever topic, question, or whatever it is you want to discuss in the room. So you also have the ability to see who's listening in, who is interested in the topics that you're interested in, and you can message them in real time. You can take screenshots of the room. Maybe you're busy and you're not in a place where you can multitask and reach out to people while you're doing the event. So you can screenshot and take photos so that later on you can follow up and ask them, ways that you can improve and how you can, what topics that they would like to hear. Because right now, this format is only, I believe, broadcast to people that are following you. So if you have someone who is listening in, maybe a friend invited them, or, different things like that, then you're able to kind of continue to get that momentum going. So reaching out to people that may not be connected to you is a great way to kind of build those relationships as well as build your exposure for any topics that you're talking about. The next thing is Christmas in July. So if you've seen my profile on LinkedIn, I know this is a YouTube broadcast. So you may be on different platforms, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn or even Pinterest. I try to put my stuff everywhere, right? So on LinkedIn, I have a profile showing that I'm having a Christmas meet and greet. So, this is an opportunity for people that are in my network to connect on a Zoom call. It is kind of limited to, I'm not sure how many people you can get on a Zoom. I do have the paid version, but I hadn't even looked into that to see. I'm not doing a webinar format. I'm doing just regular meet and greet. So I'm excited. I have 124 people that have RSVP'd so far. I have three dynamic speakers that are going to be bringing us some content as we talk about Christmas. So this is a quick get together, an opportunity to meet and collaborate with other people. But the format is going to be geared towards Christmas. So, what are some ways that we can engage our clients and even family and friends during the Christmas holiday? How can we budget for Christmas? What kind of marketing can we have? A lot of these different things we're going to be touching on as we go towards Christmas. And I love the idea of having Christmas in July because, it is summer. People are having a lot less anxiety about it. They have this attitude of saying, oh, Christmas, I don't have to be worried about that right now. So it's really kind of a fun opportunity to kind of highlight and even talk about some of the pitfalls, right? What are some things that, you just messed up over the Christmas holidays? What are some patterns that we keep going into over and over again, showing insanity, right? That we can kind of modify early on. So, hey, good morning, Kimberly. Kimberly is one of our speakers. So she is a wonderful person to follow. If you're on Facebook or LinkedIn, she has a TV series that she does on the 360 network. I'm thinking it's 360. Don't quote me. But Kimberly, if you're still around, you can put in the comments what platform you're on with your show. She does have a co-host with her, Lindsay Fox. So they have some great conversations. So feel free to be on the lookout for her and the dynamic things that she's doing. So with the challenges of the holidays, that's some of the things we're going to be talking about, right? Thanks for the hat. Yes, I happened to go shopping with my kids one day, and I'm taking my boys shopping because they're looking for them, and I wasn't even planning on getting anything. And so I saw this hat, and I'm like, "This is my thing, America's Supermom, red, white, and blue, stars and stripes." So I had to get it. So thanks so much. So the network that she's on is JD3 TV. So click on that, look up her show. Kimberly, if you're available, put your show in the comments. Um, but this is a great platform with so many things that she talks about when it comes to important issues that we all need to be well versed in. So I am excited for you guys to be connected to her. But some of these challenges are some things that we just kind of get stuck in the mud in, right? It's like we didn't have a budget. We didn't plan ahead about, ordering some things that might be sold out. Some of these things, we're just tackling them head on, right? So here is a quick look at some of our speakers, right? So I mentioned Kimberly, and Kimberly is here. She is going to be joining us, as well as LaQuita Monley and Wendie. Um, can't think of Wendy's last name, y'all. Forgive me, I mess up my kids' names, right? So I'm excited to have these women with me because we are going to be sharing lead magnets and just having a good time. It's all about the fun. I did a post, a message. I sent private messages to some of the attendees, and one of my attendees responded with an idea. So we're going to have a Christmas mug contest. So you normally have the ugly sweaters, or you have the socks or whatever. We're going to have a mug contest. So whoever has the most festive Christmas mug, right? That's what we are about. So we're going to be having a contest with that. So I'm excited about this meet and greet, y'all. It's July 25th at 7 p.m. So stay tuned for more details and register, right? You got to RSVP. The caveat is I will put the link in the comments, but you have to be on LinkedIn, right? So you got to go on LinkedIn and register. It is going to be a Zoom event, but we're keeping everything tight in one area. So join us there. So Kimberly is saying that they highlight social entrepreneurs. So if that's you, reach out to her because she would love to have you as a guest. And so this is how you get connected with her, right? So we're going to keep that up for a few minutes for you guys to copy that and everything. Hey, Michelle MacArthur, we call her 3M. She is here joining us. So we are here. Just a quick recap, guys. I had a guest who was scheduled, and life happens. Okay. Trust me, I have 1,000 stories on how I just this past week missed appointments. Okay. I thought I had it all together on my calendar, but for some reason my Calendly didn't sync over. And so what happened was I am just looking at my Gmail and saying, "Oh my gosh, this is great. I have some time that I can work on something else," but those appointments weren't on my Gmail. And so I missed several things. So, um Michelle is giving herself a shout out from Plano, Texas. So she is joining us from Texas, and I hope your holiday was well. Um, Let me see. Someone with the 501c3 project. Come check out some of our amazing show hosts. Okay, so Kimberly is still telling us her programming that she has on her show. And before I end this broadcast, I'll be sure to put her link back up there. But I want to give Michelle MacArthur the opportunity to have her shout out. So it's good to see you. All of these ladies were connected on Clubhouse, this app that I was telling you about. We're in the Elephant Strategy Club. So one of the challenges that we're doing for our meet and greet this week is to connect with someone on a video call, right? So what you do is if you've registered for our event, you can just go to the event, look at who the attendees are, go through their profiles, one or two people, and reach out to them to get on a video call. So it's that simple, right? A lot of times we're like, oh, I need to make some calls. I need to connect with some people. I don't have an event here in my local area. I don't really have a strong network. The excuses, right? But this is an opportunity for you to connect with people that are registered for the same event. They are looking to meet and greet, and they're excited about the holidays. So, what better platform than to reach out to these people and introduce yourself and get on a video call? Now, it gets even easier because if you are on LinkedIn, and these people, like to get this guest list, you have to go to LinkedIn because it tells you who else RSVP. But anyway, LinkedIn has its own video. So if you're familiar with Zoom, you can actually set up a video call right there in LinkedIn. And it works like a Zoom. You can share screen. You don't even have to worry about a chat. You know how the chat you save on all these chats and you're like, where did this chat come from? You got to open it up, figure out where you got it from or whatever. But you can just anything you want to chat and tell someone, you just put it in a message in their profile while you're on the Zoom call. Now, while you're on the LinkedIn video. Okay. So that's another tip for you guys. So you guys have been plugging away over here in the background while I've been running my mouth. Michelle is saying, Beyond Blessed, come join our immunity community. She has an immunity community. She's all about lean holistic healing. So if you want to know what that is, you want to check her out. Follow her on Facebook and LinkedIn. Okay. I think she's on Facebook right now having these comments. She says, We'll have another wellness workshop at the end of the month. Would love to have you all attend. And I can't wait to get on your schedule for your next live podcast. Overdue, sweet lady. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, it is long overdue. And I'm excited to have some guests after I get done with this podcast. Well, I do have guests that are sprinkled in during this podcast-a-thon that I'm doing. So I am excited about that. So she's saying LinkedIn is her new tackle. And I'm telling you, LinkedIn is the place to be, guys. I'm loving it. You will definitely enjoy it. So that is our challenge. If you are registered for the meet and greet, which is July 25th, um, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's going to run a couple hours. Then the challenge for this week is for you to connect with someone who's attending and get on a video call. And you don't even have to have your own Zoom or set that up. You can do a video call right inside of LinkedIn. So it's very user friendly and it's something that everybody can do. I'm 51, y'all. So I have a lot of people who are like, this technology, I just don't know. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay. And I'm a mother of 15 kids, y'all. So I could come up with a million excuses why I can't do it, even though not all 15 of them still live at home. We just have 10, but that's double digits. It's still a lot of people. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. This video thing is really for sure the thing to do. Okay, so she's saying, come join my live tips today at 12:30 Central Standard Time and tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So she is on Facebook. You can follow her profile and get all that information that you need in order to join her broadcast. So Kimberly has jokes. She's saying only 10. I know it's crazy. But really, if you have one or two kids, I'm sure both of these ladies are moms, so they know what it's like to have one or two kids, and it's still a lot, right? Because they may want to be entertained or they've got something that's pressing for them while you're busy doing something else. I mean, I could come up with a million things that happens when it's time to be juggling being a mother, running a business, being a wife and a community leader, whatever things you have going on. It's always a challenge sometimes trying to juggle those moving parts. So if you want to hear some tips on how we're able to juggle the holidays, then you want to sign up for this opportunity to join us at this meet and greet. So I am going to pretty much shut this down, y'all. It has been a great conversation. One thing that I would say is I'm going to conclude where I want you guys to be active and engaged in the comments. And the way you do that is share what is your favorite holiday movie. So you can see what mine is. Home Alone, Home Alone 2. I don't know about this 3 and 4, if that's out there. I think we've seen 3, but it's just not the same. It is just not the same. The 1 and 2 is the classic for me, but me and my kids, we love it. We can watch this movie every day leading up until Christmas, okay? From like October, okay? Whenever they get a break, when it starts getting cold, it's like I love Home Alone, okay? And I just know almost all the verbiage and everything. It just cracks me up every time. So that's my favorite. Um thank you so much. Kimberly says that I look amazing for having 15 kids. You know, it's amazing what lighting and things can do. It's so funny because, for some of my kids that are older, like I have a 32-year-old, right? That's the oldest. People are like, "Oh my gosh, you're such a young mom and you've got 15 kids and you have a 32-year-old, right?" And then I have my other kids that are 8 and 10 and they're like, "Is this your granddaughter?" You know what I mean? So just the span, it's just funny. So I love all the compliments. Um, and my guest has arrived. So you guys have just been in for quite a treat. I was just getting ready to shut it down. And it's amazing when you have content and things that you can share and people that connect with you. I want to give a shout out again to Kimberly and to LaChelle. Thank you guys so much for being engaging during this time because now our guest has arrived. So let me get these slides off of here and introduce to you guys Charles. Hey, Charles. Can you hear me? Are you on, or can you hear us, Charles? He might have a lot of tabs open, y'all. Can you hear me, Charles? Don't you just love it, guys? Don't you just love technology? So we're going to give him a. Can you hear me, Charles? It's all the moving parts, y'all. When we're multitasking, we don't even realize all the things that are happening in the background. Can you hear me now, Charles? I don't know. I'm going to give him a minute to get things worked out. Let me see what else we got going on here. Love you too, Michelle. Michelle, they're just talking away. Only can be a handful for a helicopter mom. Can y'all imagine? I know 15 kids. You know what? It's so funny when I share that story. I am I'm just amazed because it doesn't really feel like 15. Um I just am used to it now. So I'm sending Charles a message. So if you're wondering what is she over here doing before I put him back up. So there's a private chat. This is like if you're on StreamYard, guys. Um you'll love it because it is, you can be behind the scenes sharing messages to your guests without everyone seeing on the screen. So it looks like he is not hearing me. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to bring him back on again. Hey Charles, can you hear me? He still can't hear me. So what I will do is send him a message through LinkedIn. So maybe that might help. But in the meantime, guys, be putting in the comments what is your favorite holiday movie? And I love this because I feel like I don't have the pressures of the holidays right now. I am just able to kind of dream about, what I want the holidays to look like, how I want to show up. And I don't have all that pressure, right? Because I feel like, oh, I've got time to plan. And so I'm really excited about really being able to face the music and plan these things ahead of time. So that is one of the things that really gives me a lot of joy because as I work on this event, my goal is to just this whole um, campaign for this Christmas meet and greet is going to be a template that I can use for my campaign with my business partners and my clients as the holiday um, approaches. So I'm sending him a message on LinkedIn, and we'll see if that is going to help us. Let me add him again. Hey, Charles, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Charles?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. So we had you on a couple times, third time's the charm. So we are excited to have
I
you.
can't hear.
You can't hear me? I don't know. What about now? Can you hear me now? You're muted. Can you hear me now? Everyone can hear you loud and clear. Oh, you guys can hear me, but you can't hear him. You can try your settings. Okay. Let me tell him to exit out and come back. Exit out of StreamYard. Don't y'all just love this and come back? So I'm going to give him a minute and see if that works. He said he's having audio difficulties. So, you got to love technology, guys. It's just one of those things that you never know what you're going to be faced with. And I'm really glad that I just happen to have these slides so that I can have some content for you guys because, I'm one that if you already plan the time, usually it's like, if you're planning on going to work and then they say, oh, you have the day off for whatever reason. Maybe it's um, some kind of thing going on in the building, like the electricity is not working or some other thing with the computers, everything's down. We can have those days where it's like, I wasn't even expecting to have the day off. I was planning on being at work. And so what do you do? And so for me, I just really dive into the projects that I was really planning on having at that time. And I think, what else can I do in this time that still keeps me moving forward in that work mode? Because it's hard. I'm telling you. Yesterday was the 4th of July and it was a holiday. And sometimes after these holidays, it's hard to get back into the swing of things, because you're like, I've been off and this is just a fun time to just kind of veg out, chill, watch movies, whatever. And so when you find out that you can still be productive and have fun, it just is a good feeling. It gives you even more momentum. So he has joined us again. We're going to see if this helped for him to go out.
It
Can you hear
says
me
my
now?
mic is working. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me? You can't not hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, evidently he cannot hear me. So if any of you guys in the Kimberly has to go back to the office now. Have a wonderful day. Um we can hear you for a split moment, but I guess he cannot hear me. So I don't know what the deal is with that. It looks like he's sending a message in the chat. Um but you just got to love technology. He is sending me a message. Yeah, we hear you fine. So we can hear him, but he can't hear us. So I'm telling you, Audio is important, guys. Okay, that's another reminder for you guys to be sure to tune in to my
Oh, great.
real.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you though.
Okay. I'm gonna have him introduce himself. Introduce. Okay, so he's gonna introduce himself, guys, and then we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna have him do a quick intro, and we're gonna reschedule. So let me
Okay.
see.
Well, good afternoon. This is Charles Brogdon, and I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties here. Uh, we'll have to maybe do this again sometime, and we'll have something good for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have him share how we can get a hold of him. Um, and what is a financial tip that he
Okay.
would
Is there
share?
something so I can type it in?
Just speak,
My
just talk.
website
Mm-hmm.
is wealthwave.com/Charles B. And from there, you can email me, you can give me a call, whatever the case might be.
Awesome. So you guys can go ahead and follow him on that website. I'm gonna have him share a financial tip
Okay.
because
However, it's going to be it's going to be a one-way conversation.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So he's gonna share a financial tip and then we're gonna wrap it
Oh,
up.
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pay yourself first. That's my top financial tip for you. Pay yourself first. We have a tendency to pay off all the bills, and then when we've done that, we don't have any money for ourselves. Pay
Mm-hmm.
yourself first.
Mm-hmm. Love that. Pay yourself first. That is such a good
Okay,
tip.
so when your money comes in, one of the things that you want to do is, I don't care how much it is, okay? It doesn't have to be any kind of a particular number. What we're trying to develop is the habit.
Mhm.
So whether it's $5, $10, $20, whatever the case might be, pay yourself first. And then you can pay off the rest of the stuff because they're going to be there. Every 30 days, they come around.
So, what is a good percentage for paying yourself? I'm
Does that
putting
make
this.
sense?
Yes. So, hold on. This is this, you guys are good. I appreciate y'all sticking in with us. So, hopefully, he gets that message. I'm saying, what's a good percentage? Because
Well,
I've
it's
heard
whatever you can do.
that.
It's
Okay.
whatever you can do. I mean, if it's only $1, you know, often when I speak with the clients or when I'm talking to folks there, I don't have any money. I don't have any money to save. Well, do you have $1? Because the key is establishing the habit. The money will come when you establish the habit.
Love that. So, it's about the
Okay, a
compounding.
good percentage for paying yourself is, try to focus on 10%. Try to hit
Mm-hmm.
10% at first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The key, if you could get to living on 70% of what you make, that would be great. That'd be a great start.
Love that. All right. So,
You know, you
I'm sending
exactly.
messages to you guys.
Well, the key is starting the habit.
Right. Yeah. Love that. Awesome. So, this has been wonderful. We are so excited for you guys to have joined us on this very challenging broadcast. However, if you are
I wish I could read your
anybody,
lips.
Yeah, if you if you are anybody who is into technology,
Adkins.
you'll understand that these things happen. So we have been blessed with Charles to share with us some tips on paying yourself first. It's important, and he says getting comfortable of living on 70% of your income, because this is one of the things that helps us to be empowered as we think about these gas prices, food shortages. We want to be empowered with our finances. So we definitely are going to have him come back again and share these insights. So I want to thank again Kimberly, Michelle, who have joined us. um, my son is in the background. He has How Money Works. He has this book. He sent this to me, but it teaches us about ways that we can incorporate
So I put up
principles.
the How Money Works book, Stop Being a Sucker. And when you go to my website, there's a space on there where you can actually request the book. You request the book, I'll send you the book.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching with us today. And we look forward to seeing all of you on another episode. Thank you, Charles. All right. So Charles couldn't hear us, but we just want to thank you guys again. And he gave us some great insight for the audio to not be working. That was amazing. So you guys be sure register for that meet and greet, and stay tuned because we will have another date for Charles to come back and share his wealth of knowledge about how we can be empowered when it comes to our finances. So we want to thank you guys all for joining us today. And again, in those comments, tell me what is your favorite holiday movie. But in the meantime, we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye for now.